Hi class, welcome back. This is a review of our homework for Module 3 and 4. But before we start, I want to congratulate those who's been handing in homework and doing the multiple choices really well. But if you are not feeling like you get a hang of this, remember there are help here. So either make an appointment with me, we can go over what you feel having problems with, or I can point you to other help. Also, I believe there is a link in the homepage that you can find where to get help 24/7 actually, I believe. So without further ado, let's see the homework assignments that some of you might be struggling with. Quiz This is a quiz question that a lot of you didn't get the right answers. Remember, well, I said answers because all of these are right answers. So in this question, it's not a straight multiple choice. It's actually you can choose multiple answers. So first of all is I wonder if some of you actually didn't know that for some questions you can choose multiple answers. Second is if you don't know this, then review the switch statement, how to use it and so on. But if you've been doing the lab assignment, I think you got pretty good training by now. So another question that seems to be problematic for you all is this one, which I believe it's probably a not complete understanding of the increment and decrement operators. Look at the code. It starts with x equals to 10. And this is the line where probably you get confused. So when plus plus is after x, it's not going to be executed at the statement, but after the statement. And so x will still equals to 10 here. Therefore, it won't come into this block, the if statement block, and it will continue to be x equals to 10. So that's the answer. However, there is another quiz question right after this one. I designed on purpose, right? So if plus plus is before x, then the plus plus will actually be executed first. And so then x will become 11 when it comes into this Boolean expression evaluation, and therefore it will come into the block and x equals to 13. That's the answer for the other question. This question also seems to have some problem. I believe maybe you don't know what break does. So break actually just break out of the loop they are in, but not the outside loop. So once I hit 2, it just wouldn't continue with the j equals to 0. It wouldn't loop this loop, and it will go outside and continue with I equals to 3. And then it will execute the I plus plus, so I will equals to 4. But once it got compared by this statement, then it will end and not continue, and that's why the answer is I equals to 4. In module 4, this quiz question, I hope you won't make this mistake again, because we've talked about it a few times already. So I think what threw it off is still that the integer divided by integer. Remember that when we there's actually a chart about how the math operators, the effect of math operators on integers. So when 3 divided by 4 is an integer divided by an integer, the whole number is 0 and remainder is 3. And that's why this is 0 first, and then it got cast into a double, which is then 0.0. And that is the answer. So if you have questions, maybe go review the order of precedence. I think that's important. But honestly, actually, I looked at it, there's a parentheses here, so you know this is going to be executed first. So I think it's actually the math operator, the division is something that people seems to have problem with. It's normal. I think I probably have the same problem when I start with. So just review it, remember it, that's it. And then I have someone who requests that I explain the pseudo-random number generator a little bit more. I think I will use a metaphor because that's easier to understand. I would understand why pseudo is because all the numbers are already in a ribbon. So basically, you imagine that there's this ribbon that already have the numbers decided and put it on the ribbon. Even though the probability of the appearance of the numbers are random. So when you call the random number generator, if you forgot to call the srand with a seed, what happens is it will always pick up the head of the ribbon and then give you the first number, give you the second number, give you the third number. Therefore, when I grade your homework, how do I know if you didn't call that line of code? I didn't have to look at your code. I basically go and run your program twice. The first card you have, the second card you have, the third card you have, and then I run the program again. If the first card happens again, it's the same card. I know you didn't call the srand. So that's what happened. That's why you have to call the srand so that it will pick. It will use an algorithm using the number that you give it to basically pick a point in the ribbon and start from there to give you the rest of the numbers. So I hope that that helps. So why do we have to initiate the generator? I hope you understand now. Can you use other numbers besides time now, basically? The answer is yes, because it's basically a number that the initiator will use to calculate where to start in the ribbon. And so in a way, any number you get in is put in is better than not calling that function. So I don't want to advertise myself too much. Don't make me feel like I am doing a commercial for myself. But if you haven't talk to me yet face to face, either on Zoom or in person, take time to make an appointment with me. I'm here to help you to understand where you are, and if there's anything I can help you to make you be more successful in this class. And maybe if you think that it's just too easy, I can help you too. Or contact me for questions. I'm very happy to help you to get an A in this class. So we'll see you in next video.